This is a message for Donald J. Trump, because I know you subscribe to my channel. Honest. Can you please invade Greenland as soon as possible? Yeah? As soon as possible. I'm going to tell you the funny reasons. I'm going to then tell you the serious reasons. Number one is I want the BBC presenters who I'm watching illegally, but then they still can't come for the TV license because I'm overseas. I want to see the meltdown they're going to have. They're going to have the biggest meltdown going. I mean, God, the BBC is a national absolute disgrace. Look at the rubbish. Oh, there's a couple of rich baby boomers buying another property. I mean, God, this is what you waste. This is what you waste your money on. You waste your money on properties about programs about property, FA Cup matches, Gary Lineker, and Strictly Come Dancing, where they're getting it on with each other. I just want to see the meltdown. I want to see the meltdown which Keir Starmer's going to have. Oh, you've invaded Greenland! Oh! You know, can you imagine Keir Starmer? Oh, we want a coalition of the willing. Can you imagine the USA and Britain, France, and Germany going to war with the USA over Greenland? It ain't going to happen. Like, I mean, I actually think Trump has had enough. Trump has given Starmer a chance, yeah? And Starmer has put... You listen to Trump. When Trump says something, he means it. He said to Starmer, I will give you a free trade deal as long as you protect this. He doesn't. That's Starmer. Starmer does not protect free speech. I've just had to spend the holiday away from England because I'm too worried about getting arrested at the airport. Not for anything I've done, but because I said that wearing the keffiyeh is supporting terrorism, which it is. And that's not racist either. I love the Arab people. So yeah, the meltdown which basically Starmer and the BBC will have, that's reason number one. Reason number two is that you have to have responsible policing of international shipping lanes, of which, if you look on the map, Greenland is strategic. It's strategic for the Arctic shipping lanes which are opening up due to undeniable climate change, by the way. Like, it is obvious to anybody that the polar ice cap is not what it used to be. There's ships going around there, and some of those ships come from Eastern Europe. And we know what country we're talking about there, the great country of Russia. Now, there are international sanctions on Russia, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, tankers from Venezuela to Russia. I mean, I don't know what an oil tanker is doing going from Venezuela to Russia, but, you know, the international situation is worrying. But the USA already controls Greenland. They already have military bases there, which is why J.D. Vance went to the military base. Because Trump has said we need sovereignty. We should all be worried why. This is the real reason why. Is that he's worried about the long-term health of the country of Denmark and the EU. Now, for those people who are biblically trained, is that the Antichrist will come from the EU. Now, if you think Ursula, who the fuck, and basically Donald Tusk are going to turn into the Antichrist, think again. But if you go to Slough or Glasgow or Manchester or Antwerp, which basically is a narco port now, you can see the shithole Europe is becoming because of the shit we have imported. Yeah? Now, I'm not racist. We have imported people undocumented from countries which basically, I mean, the Middle East doesn't want these people. You know, Syria and Turkey don't want these people because they are absolute nut jobs and they're all over Europe. So he doesn't want Denmark falling to a hostile state. And if that happens, he's going to need Greenland. Because he's going to need Greenland for the defense of his country. Look on a map. There are all kinds of reasons why Trump needs Greenland. Yeah? He needs it. He's already got it, but he's worried that the soppy European Union, which could easily turn into the you-know-what state of Europe, the way we are going. Like, biblical prophecy is very, 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 very important. It is said that the home of the Antichrist will be Rome. You can see that happening. You can see the Pope kowtowing to Islamic extremism. You can see the Pope going, oh, as long as I can have the Vatican State, I'll do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what the Pope is doing. So, yes, it's a joke. You know, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Trump is going to put military troops into Greenland. He's going to say to them, look, you know, you can have elections, you can own a gun, which is fantastic, by the way, and we're not going to interfere with you at all, but we have sovereignty. He'll also let them benefit if he drills baby drill. Absolutely. But as I say, you know, wanting to see the BBC have a meltdown is one thing, but in all seriousness, we should all be worried about this, but not for the reasons you're seeing on the BBC. Trump is essentially saying that he's washed his hands of the EU. There's such a bunch of absolute pricks there. We've got out and Starmer is trying to put us back in. Oh, and by the way, I mean, I'm not in for encouraging people to break the law, but I want to watch the new series of Call the Midwife, you know. I mean, apart from all the social engineering and the propaganda and how bad things were in the 70s, it is actually quite a good series. I haven't watched the last few, but, you know, given the fact I've got a few sort of evenings to kill and stuff like that, I think I will watch Call the Midwife. I don't have iPlayer, but I don't need iPlayer because I've got an illegal connection. For those people still watching the BBC, that's going to be my next video.